welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. My name is Elijah, you can call me Lay.
Hello?
Hello. It hasn't been that long since I filmed the last video. I think I filmed like May 27th. It's now the 31st, Memorial Day, and I was like, okay, I don't have work today. We didn't have a meeting today. So, might as well use that time to get something done for myself. So, what I did today was I did a brain dump. And in that brain dump, I realized like it's gonna be June. It's like it didn't really click in my brain like it's summer, it's halfway through the year. So I was like, okay, so June is technically halfway through the year. And I was like, okay, you know what would be a good idea? To do a plan with me, and also along with a plan with me, check in with how I am with my goals. If you're like me, I am a huge believer in New Year's resolutions, like setting goals for the year. When I set goals, I usually set SMART goals, so specific, measurable, achievable, and all that junk. I don't know if you know that definition, but you probably heard it like millions of times. Like I remember in high school that we had to like set goals like every term. I'm so used to hearing that. I feel like the message amplified as I got into college. I have my brain dump and I took notes for this video to properly analyze myself. And if you're like me, you set goals for the year, pause this video, grab your own notebook or whatever you wrote your New Year's goals in, and take it, put it on the side, whatever, and look at them. So I did this earlier today, took some questions, asked myself, and then rated my goals out of 5, like 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, based on questions I asked myself of how much I feel accomplished within that goal. So yeah, I took notes on that. So I wrote all my goals on my website, SimplyLay.com. If you don't know, you should check it out, especially if you're into wellness and everything like that. I do all things there, from mental health, physical health. I kind of want to add spirituality, which I'll get into like later in this conversation. But yeah, there's a lot in there that I feel like would be very beneficial. So let's get into it. Better health overall, to be more organized, to let go, to get as creative as possible, and to find something meaningful and fulfilling. Obviously, these are not the SMART goals because how I did it was very different. So I had something that I put and set online. Like I said in the last video, I'm a believer of keeping certain things private. These are just the more general ideas, and then I had specific ways of how I would want that to look, and then action plans, and then intentions. Like I'm a very specific goal setter, which is why having a general and a not so general one that kind of covers what it is very good. The first goal I said was to have better health. I rated this goal for me 3 out of 5 because I feel like I'm more grounded emotionally and mentally. As for the social health, I talked about this actually in my last blog post that was posted this Saturday, that essentially I talk to people who try to talk to me, or people that I want to get to know better before I determine like, oh, this is a friend, this is an acquaintance, like, you know, like that just. But yeah, so I feel like I have a very steady, analytic, social health aspect. But when it comes to my physical health, I am always tired. And I also feel like I've been not putting in the work I need to for my physical health. I'm not energized enough. I'm not exercising as much as I should be. Like, my eating habits, they're much better than before, obviously, because being home, you don't want to like inconvenience yourself and like order things out or get something from outside, because at that point it's just inconvenient because you're right inside, so you might as well have things inside to cook. So eating wise, I'm good, but like physical health in terms of like exercise, yeah, not the best. Goal number 2 was to be more organized. And what I have to say about this one is I'm a chaotic mess. And with me being a chaotic mess, I can honestly say, yes, I have improved from high school, but I'm still not where I want to be when it comes to getting organized. As we speak, my room is a hurricane, and I need to clean that up as soon as I'm done filming, but okay, so third goal was to get as creative as possible. Give it a 3.5 out of 5 because, as you could tell from my last YouTube video, I have more tools and outlets to get more creative, but essentially I've been struggling to find the time to get creative. Like on days that I'm not doing work, I like things like writing poetry, painting, drawing. Doing my makeup is also a creative outlet for me because I prefer doing creative and crazy looks, and I don't get to do that as often as I should be doing it. I do still have some sense of creativity when it comes to my blog because I design pretty much all the infographics and decide like, oh, what things needs to be in there and stuff like that. So that's still my creative outlet, but I don't post on YouTube enough, and that's specifically what I wanted this channel for, which is to be creative as possible and get creative. But I also feel like my priorities at this time, which is mainly like trying to make myself be more resourceful, and when I apply to jobs, to get hired for the jobs I want, obviously. So that's been my thing lately. My focus is building up my resume, building up my like actual career, and doing jobs that allows me to have projects and stuff like that to put on my professional website and things I'm doing and stuff like that. Okay, so the goal to let go. I would give this goal a 4 out of 5. I did an entire post on the art of letting go, and I just feel like I'm not allowing things from the past to restrain who I am anymore, and I'm not as self-conscious as I was even a few months ago. The last goal, I would give myself a 3 out of 5 just because I feel like I have things I enjoy, but I don't necessarily think I have things that are fulfilling, but I also think that's okay, considering I think I need more time to focus on really knowing myself and evolving, and the more I evolve, the more I can find things I like that I would find fulfilling. So I feel like this goal is it's good where it's at, but it's kind of at a standstill. I'm not mad about where I am, and I'm actually like proud I am where I am with my goals and everything, because okay, so my word of the year was progress, and I think that's why I'm not so upset, because even if I feel like some goals like being organized is not like there, or I feel very like far away from it, I don't think at the end of the year I would feel like I failed, given how much changes have been in my life, given that I still improved from where I was at, and that is what I'm actually proud of. But I'm not saying like, oh, my goals just stop here either. I'm saying I'm proud of where I am, but I'm also going to work to get as far before the year ends. And even so, I still have a lot more life to live, and I can always continue working on what I need to. My focus for the rest of the year, I think I'm mainly going to lean into focusing on my health, because that goal, obviously, everyone should try to keep themselves in the best condition possible. And with this one, I feel like it can add into other goals, like For example, creativity and spirituality have been things that has been greatly improving my mental health. So if I were to focus on my health, and if mental health was one aspect of it, I would still be getting as creative as possible, hence working into another goal. And then getting organized will help me manage my time better so I can do the things I enjoy and not feel like, oh, all I have to do is work. So, yeah. Now on to the planning.
Started with one day, thought that that's all it was. Thought it would end up like it usually does. All the things you do make me feel as confused.
It's gonna be the most hectic time because, yeah, I said I have 2 now, but it's actually going to be 3. And that's because one internship starts June 7th. And then the one that I started first from April is not ending until like the end of June. And the other one started May not too long ago, like May 25th, I think, was my first day with that one. And on top of that, doing blog stuff for my own self, and now YouTube too, where I feel like YouTube out of everything is more of a creative relief. My blog, I feel like it is worthy for helping people, and that's why I was talking about like finding something fulfilling, because it's bigger than me now. So I feel like the research I do, the energy I put into it, and the emotions I put into each post, while not only informing them but telling them parts of my story that will give more of a connection, you know? So I need to get organized. That is the first thing, and I'm trying now. Literally, it is the last day of May, and June is going to be hectic, but I also feel like it would be good for me and good practice for me, because I am going to be doing a lot next semester. I'm going to have 8 classes. I'm starting a whole new major, and in the major I just graduated from, I was doing really well. I'm a little nervous about the next one, but I actually was watching some productivity videos and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to go on a kind of like a to-do list app and put in some responsibilities that I know some are long-term, some are going to be short-term, and stuff like that. It is called To Do, I think. I was watching the Bliss Bean, something along those lines. I'll probably just leave her name here. I was watching one of her productivity videos about how she plans and time blocks, because I'm actually really into that stuff and really trying to find systems that makes my life easier, that makes me feel more energized and makes me feel more happy. So I'm gonna go on that, type out some of my tasks. It's very hard this week because we didn't have a meeting for my visual arts and comm internship, so don't know what I'm doing with that. The beauty blog one shouldn't be too hard. I need to do research for both that blog and my blog, and I also need to clean my room for this week. I'm probably gonna do some shopping this weekend, hence I need to clean my room and like have everything prepared for when I go shopping. And I'm doing just different things, and yeah. So those are my plans for June. I need to just find a system. I have my regular planner that I use for school that I can also use for that. I have a mini like planner book that's like a calendar that I should be using more often than I do. And I already did a brain dump, so like I have a lot of ideas for both my blog, both my YouTube and the beauty blog, and different things. So I'm really excited for what's to come. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it seems like really uninteresting because I'm not doing my makeup in this video. I'm just not today. I am in a very low energy mood and I feel like it's fine. It's fine. But until next time, hopefully more exciting videos, aesthetic-y videos to come, and I'll be planning. So, yeah. Bye!